Hello, everybody. I'm Marissa Diaz. I am your host for today on KTL News Now. We are gearing up for a very special 6 hours of caring coming up Monday, April 7th. We are asking and hoping for all of our community members' helps. And with us today, we have a very special guest. She's the executive director of the Renesting Project, Emily Jo Manchester Sandin, and she's also the winner of the 2025 Remarkable Women of the Year. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me, Marissa, and thank you so much for choosing Renesting to be the beneficiary of the 6 hours of caring on April 7th. We're very, very excited to work with y'all.
We are super excited. So we are going to start at 5 in the morning all the way till 10:30 p.m. and all of the proceeds are going to go back to Renesting Project. If you have not heard about Renesting Project, first of all, where have you been? But if you haven't, we are going to tell you all about it, and we're going to tell you all about the mission. Emily Jo has been there, and she has a servant heart, a giving heart, and really is the backbone behind Renesting Project. She's a wonderful executive director there. But tell everybody what Renesting is about and why we need to get involved monetarily, volunteering, donations. So tell everybody about Renesting.
So, like Marissa said, we are the beneficiaries of 6 hours of caring on Monday, April 7th. And if you haven't heard of Renesting Project, we are a community furniture bank. Our mission is to gather gently used furniture and household items for those in need here in Northwest Louisiana. And we do so by partnering with our community, with community organizations, businesses, you name it, we want to work with you. So the agencies that we partner with are helping people get housed, helping them through crisis situations, helping them with legal assistance or social work, counseling, all kinds of different things. And then we partner with those agencies and provide free furniture and household items for their clients. So we are providing everything from the notepad in your junk drawer to the mattress and the bed frame that you're sleeping on, and literally everything in between that you would need in an empty dwelling. Our goal is to improve the quality of life of our clients by providing the items that they so desperately need to function with dignity in their myself and our program manager, Ashley. Everyone else in the building is a volunteer. We have a working board that dedicates a ton of their time to not only navigating all the different things that happen in the nonprofit world, but also helping pack kits, helping us deliver furniture. And then, of course, we have our regular volunteers during the week. We will host school groups. There's so many different ways to get involved in that realm. But something else that is an extremely important part of the nonprofit sector is raising funds. And our hope for 6 hours of caring is to raise, I don't even want to put a cap on it, as much money as possible as we can get from our amazing community. I truly believe in the power of the Northwest Louisiana community. I believe in the power of the architects to help us uplift our community members by providing this essential service. So if you are able, tune in for 6 hours of caring. Myself, our board, our volunteers, some of our clients will be telling you all about Renesting, all about our work, our history, all kinds of stuff about our incredible, although I am a little biased, our incredible organization on Monday. Tune in anytime to KTAL and you'll hear all about us. Is there anything I left out?
I don't think so. I mean their logo is a nest, right? And on their logo it says reclaim, renew, renest, and each of those factors play into the Renesting Project.
Yes.
Maybe can you explain what the reclaim, renew, and renest actually mean?
So Reclaim is the part of our program. We are reclaiming furniture from those who have excess, furniture that may otherwise end up in a landfill, items that, people don't want or need in their spaces anymore. We're reclaiming those items and providing them to those in need. That's the kind of reclaim. The renew part of that is once items filter through our warehouse, our incredible volunteers will clean, make minor repairs, and otherwise utilize those items based on the wish lists of the families that we're serving any given week. So sometimes that means trying to figure out, if we don't have any dressers, receiving to give them a new life for the families that we're providing them to. That's the kind of renew aspect of it. And then Renest, that is the portion of our program where we are providing those items to those in need. Those things that have been reclaimed and renewed from the community are finding a new nest, a new dwelling with the families that we're serving. So Renest is the umbrella term that we use for the services that we're providing. So either our clients are coming to pick up the items that have been selected for them based on their application and their wish list, or we're delivering those items to our clients in our box truck. Thank you. Yet it is amazing. We actually, coming up on the 12th, have a Renest service where we will not only deliver the items to our clients, but also set up this gentleman's home. So he is hard of hearing and has very low vision. So something when we did the site visit last week, something that he mentioned was, don't worry about sending any artwork for the walls. He's like, as much as I'd like to, look at it and kind of not have the walls be blank, I could never hang those things by myself. I wouldn't be able to see the nail or the thumbtack or anything like that. And so I asked him, well, would you be interested in a Renest instead of just a delivery where our volunteers would bring everything to you and hang the pictures for you, hang your curtains, make your bed, put your items away in your cabinets, lay down the rug and set up your living room furniture. And he was very excited about the prospect. And so there's so many layers of our services and of our clients' needs. That's something I'd never really thought about before, not being able to see a nail to hang a photograph or artwork. So it's, I just cannot ask enough for your support during 6 hours of caring to help us continue services like that. While the furniture comes to us for free, and of course our volunteers work for free to provide those services, we do still have to put diesel in the box truck to transport the items to this client. We have to print his application and pay for software to process it, and all these other little things that just add up. Our warehouse, we rent that space. We have to heat and cool that space. We have to pay for electricity and water to wash the linens that we're going to send to him. So I encourage you, if you want to learn more about how we're spending our money or spending your donations, you can read on our blog, renestingprojectinc.org/blog. There are a couple posts about our fundraising and how we utilize those funds. And if you have any questions, please stop by anytime. Anytime we're open for a tour, I'd love to chat with you. And of course, just tune in during 6 hours of caring, and we'll be talking a lot about our program, our services, and the difference that we're making with those services in the Northwest Louisiana community.
I always ask people, how would you feel if you didn't have a bed to sleep on, or a dining set to eat, or a table or a chair? If you go on ktlnews.com, under 6 hours of caring, we actually have a post of a before and after of a Renest. And you can see that it's just empty space. And after we do the Renest, or after Renesting Project does a Renest, it looks like a home. And it's amazing, the before and after. And I think it touches your heart, where you're like, oh my goodness, even if it's a delivery or you're doing a Renest, the before and after, and the reaction of getting this free furniture for this space, that they may be coming out of an emergency crisis or a domestic abuse situation or homelessness or vets. So it's really important for y'all to see it, and visually, if you go on ktlnews.com and see that, if you go under KTL Cares, under the 6 hours of caring, and then actually to hear on Monday, April 7th, from board members, from clients that were served, how important their services is. And I know you guys work with over 60 agencies within the community. So it's so important to help donate funds. Talk about donations. Yeah. Talk about what you can and cannot take, and if you can't take, where do those go? Right. But what are you looking for? Because I know your needs are different every sort of month.
Yeah. So we take furniture and household items as kind of the umbrella phrase that we use when we talk about donations. There are a few things that we cannot accept. So major appliances. The majority of our clients are renters. So things like stoves, refrigerators, washers and dryers, they already have in their dwellings. So those are not items that we can accept. We can't accept anything giant. So large armoires, large entertainment centers, king-size beds. Those are things that we avoid, not only because they're difficult for us to come and get if we're picking up a donation, but they're difficult for us to store. They're difficult for us to get to our clients, whether the client is picking up those items or we're delivering them. And then a lot of our clients are in studio-style apartments or small apartments that don't have elevators. So those things just aren't feasible for the services that we're providing and for the individuals and families that we're serving. We can't accept clothing or shoes, things like that. There are amazing organizations in town that do accept those items. And if some slip in with maybe a bed linen donation, we send those donations to other organizations that we partner with. So one of our values is partnership and stewardship. We want to be good stewards of the donations that we're receiving, whether they're in kind or financial. So we work very hard to make sure that any item that comes into our warehouse, we know that even if it's not something that we can use for our program, it was sent to us and given to us to improve our community in some way. So if we can't find a way to use it for our program, either in a fundraiser or in our building or for our clients, we will send it to another organization, generally one of our partner organizations. We partner with the YWCA, with the Highland Center, with a ton of VOA programs, and we have connections to a lot of these agencies in town. The Fuller Center, so if you've sent a ceiling fan to us in the last few years, we have rehomed it to the Fuller Center's surplus store. The Providence House, just so many different organizations that we partner with. If we get linens that are kind of stained or torn, we send them to animal shelters for the pets there. Just, I could go on. I could go on, but we really, we try to find a use for everything in the warehouse because we want to have the reputation and we want to live that value of stewardship to make sure that if you want to do good and you've sent something to us in an effort to do good, that we continue that kind of progression of goodness. I don't, it's not very eloquently said, but we want to share, right now we have an amazing surplus of sofas, which is rare. Not many times in the 7 years that I've been at Renesting can I say that we have enough sofas for everyone and we're not worried about it. But on the flip side of that, I have 2 beds in my warehouse right now. Wow. And we have 3 families that we're going to serve on Tuesday. So it's, we say feast or famine a lot. And so that's partnership, stewardship, safety, dignity. Those are the things that we value at Renesting, especially partnership and stewardship. We want to be good stewards of the donations that we receive, and we want to partner with these other agencies in our region. So there's no way for us to do it by ourselves. We are a staff of 2. We don't have the capacity to be social workers or case managers, to be doing outreach. And so we're working with over 60 agencies, like Marissa said, over 60 agencies that are already doing this incredible work of connecting with the people in our community that are in need. That can be veterans that have experienced homelessness, young people that are aging out of foster care and don't have the resources or the knowledge or the money to be going somewhere on their own. We partner with domestic violence survivors organizations. We partner with organizations that are helping people rehome after a natural disaster. Just an endless list. We work with the school boards for their homeless student program. We work with DCFS. I could go on. There are 60 agencies.
There's a lot.
There are a lot. Incredible work that so many agencies and individuals and churches are doing here in Northwest Louisiana in the Arklatex. And I'm so proud to work with so many of them and to know their executive directors and to know their development and support staff, to know the social workers and the case managers. I'm blessed to be surrounded by people that want to serve our community. And I'm proud that Renesting is part of that framework and that fabric here in Northwest Louisiana. I'm just so excited and so blessed to have this dream job, truly. So yeah, 6 hours of caring. I went off on a tangent.
No, it's great. And
Thank you.
Every donation makes a difference.
Yes.
Every penny makes a difference that could help box truck, gas, rent, utilities, electricity. I mean, you name it. Even though you are a nonprofit and you're giving it back, there is stuff, like literal stuff, papers, printing, things that you wouldn't think of that need, that we would not. We want to give everything back to the community, but there are things that we had to turn the lights on. So every penny helps. And I also wanted to mention one thing. If you are, I know you will be, but you can pop by the open house that is going to be happening on April 24th at 5:30 p.m. at the Nest. Tell everybody what the address is.
Yes, so our address is 1331 Driftwood Drive. That's in Bossier City off of Shed Road. Driftwood is a dead-end road. We're at the very end on the left, and we're on that portion of Shed Road that's between Swan Lake and Airline in Bossier. So if you're on Shed Road and you see River City Floors and Lighting, that's Driftwood. We're parallel to Old Shed Road, where like the Bossier City Dump and Recycling Center are. We can be difficult to find. We don't get a lot of foot traffic where we're at, but once you've been there once, we're super easy. Just right down Driftwood at the end on the left. And yeah, like Marissa said, we're having one of our quarterly open houses on April 24th, 5:30, 1331 Driftwood Drive in Bossier. We'll give you a tour of our warehouse, talk about our fundraising, talk about volunteer opportunities, talk about our program, our partnership, and we serve a little snack and a little drink. So, pop by after work, bring your friends and family that haven't heard of Renesting. And if you need more event details, if you follow us on Facebook, they are all there as well.
Well, it's an amazing organization, and I'm super excited for 6 Hours of Caring on Monday, April 7th. Friends, tune in, KTL NBC6, all day long. We will be with you trying to raise funds, support Renesting Project, yes, just giving back to the community that need the help. So stay tuned with us, ktlnews.com. You can go under KTL Cares, under 6 Hours of Caring, read more about Renesting Project, visit them online at
renestingprojectinc.org.
See, she says it better than I do. See, she says it way better. I'm going to pop up a QR code as well so you guys can see this on here. This pop on by to the pop-up auction. Not auction. They do have pop-up auctions too.
Marissa's getting her fundraisers confused.
Oh my goodness. All the fundraisers. There are pop-up auctions.
We do. So that's another way that we try to be good stewards of the donations that we receive. Sometimes they don't really fit for our particular program. For example, we've got a antique auction coming up in August where someone donated gorgeous vintage Samsonite luggage. Not really on anyone's top needs list when they're coming out of a crisis, but if we auction that off and can raise, I believe our auctions average between $700 and $900 a month. That money helps us buy mattresses, pay warehouse rent, diesel for our box truck, DEF for our box truck, something I didn't know even existed until Renesting purchased a diesel vehicle. So there's so many ways to get involved, and popping by that open house is a great way to learn about those different opportunities that we have, and visiting our website. Like Marissa said, you can donate now. We are a tax-exempt organization, and we can provide a tax receipt if you're interested. Get region. We are quite saturated with great work and great people.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Don't go anywhere, friends. Stay tuned. Well, Emily, Joe, as always, you've been a very pleasant guest with us, and we're super excited for Monday, April 7th. We are going to raise the funds for Renesting Project. We do need your help, so friends, stick with us. Thank you for being on KTL News Now. Thank you, Emily and Joe, for being with us. We appreciate it so much. And don't go anywhere. We will be back with you shortly on KTL News Now. Don't forget to download our weather app and news app, and also subscribe to our newsletter on ktlnews.com. Until next time, bye, friends.